This is very Initially, I wanted to just this is how you die. No, the times that don't matter. Yeah. If they had accepted.
No, even the current idea.
And one day you realize, oh wait, I made some videos. I made these frames and I put these images. This is my work.
I just sat down on the plane to fly back to the island I was born on. Naturally, the first song I put on my headphones was Caroline Polachek's Welcome to My Island, a song that has become synonymous with this utterly transformative experience. And then I picked up Huxley's Island, and I cried again. And I'm crying again as I write this, because I think we may have found our island, our own story of utopia, one that we now have the opportunity to build up from the most beautifully exceptional foundations I could have possibly imagined. I think we all felt it in that car. And I'm left with a discombobulating mixture of sadness in leaving you after only just finally meeting you, and an immense excitement and anticipation for the future. What it holds is uncertain, but I'm certain that you, Yaka, Kara, and Agatha will be in it. Excitement is physiological. It attacks the chest first, tying fishing lines around the intercostal muscles that separate each rib, reeling them in tightly from the heart center. The pressure traversing along the walls of the throat, expanding. The third space, that is the memory of the day we spent together, is somewhere I will visit often. And when we are separated physically, geographically, it's a place that I am so very grateful for that we can meet collectively. And I cannot wait to expand the space that is our collective memory in future. I feel as though I have so much more to learn from you, that perhaps we have so much more to learn from each other. And I'm astounded at how much your willingness to be open and vulnerable has enabled me to connect with a part of myself that I did not think was possible to become more vulnerable. I wear your black ring on my right thumb, the hand that I write with, the hand that my mother lost all sensation in when she collapsed all those years ago. And the pendant you chose was her mother's. I trust you with it implicitly. I feel that it's important these objects, my ring and your pendant, become embodied with one another's memory. Our conversations in the last 24 hours have made me feel more alive than I have been in a long while. I feel reset, and I feel ready. Reaching the mental limit we reached during this performance was so utterly necessary to allow the breathing space for that cultural reset to occur. Experiences need to breathe, and where the exhalation of this experience sweeps us to next is a certain uncertainty. But it's an uncertainty I have a blind faith in, as I sit on this plane, watching the blind man chew gum, dropping my mesh bag of eggs on the floor. Thank you for opening your life up to me, and for providing me with a platform to breathe. Abby. P.S. I just checked the time on my phone. It's exactly 24 hours ago that we met physically for the first time.
It's the 4th of February, 11:39 p.m. The necklace with the kiwi that my aunt gave to me has had a tiny knot on the chain for at least a year. It bothered me, but not enough to untie it, not enough to find a needle and carefully untie it. Yesterday, I added Abby's pendant to the kiwi, and 2 hours ago she boarded a plane to London, and I untied the knot on the necklace. Lovely Abby, I'm crying again after reading what you just sent me. After you left, Kara, Yaka, and me were just hanging out at the airport for I think an hour. And then we were making circles around Kara's apartment building and we couldn't stop talking. The energy reset that I'm experiencing and that I can feel we all are has been a kind I don't recognize. I'm so grateful for this bond that to me feels unquestionable from the start. It is the first time I experienced a trust that feels almost ancestral. This experience feels like the beginning of something I cannot even comprehend, and I am so excited to get to know you deeper. I feel like I already do, in ways that feel important. I cried in the car when me and Yako were alone, and I have a photo of our intertwined hands as my lost tweet. I will miss you immensely. Thank you for inviting me into your most personal of memories and for trusting me to channel it into the physical space. I'm so grateful that the universe connected me with you and the way you gave me permission to expand. Like you said, I feel like this is a foundation that cannot be shaken, and I'm so excited to see what we built on it. I have never been sure of anything as much as I am about this, like it's undeniable. You brought back excitement into my life, and Jaka has said the same to me on the way home. I know exactly what you mean about feeling alive. I bought a black wooden ring in Paraty in Brazil, and I knew that it signaled a new beginning for me. I then broke the wooden one and bought a similar one in Ljubljana because I had to have this entity on my hand. And I remember telling you I bought more because I lose them, but I realized when I was putting out the ring for you before you entered my life that I only had one other, and I'm so glad you have it. This week and these last 24 hours have felt to me like I discovered a secret that you only know if you surrender completely. And I'm so ready to surrender again and again and again. I'm next to you on the plane, and together we're watching the blind man shoot guns, dripping yolk on the floor, but we're not blowing out the little flame of the day.